Now, your ABC 9 News forecast first.
Good evening, everybody. Snow continues to fall and a winter storm warning remains in effect here for most of Siouxland, including Sioux City, until noon tomorrow. Winds will become stronger tonight and tomorrow, causing low visibility. Across the south, a winter weather advisory for some difficult travel as well. As we check here our satellite and radar, we can see a definite trend here tonight. The snow has been concentrated more and more to the north, with a secondary little bit of snow pushing in now through the Denison toward Carroll areas. Your planner for tonight shows snow moving back in where it's stopped right now. For example, 30 degrees at 2, 30 at 6, and 26 degrees at 10, with light snow and wind building in. Well, how much more snow is on the way? Some of us could see quite a bit yet. That answer, plus a look at today's snow totals and your 7-day forecast in just a few minutes. It's time for your news.
Now, on ABC 9 News.
From big blades to small shovels, Siouxland is clearing a path through Mother Nature's mess.
It's frustrating. Hundreds turn out to speak up as lawmakers move ahead with plans to defund Planned Parenthood.
Plus, a Siouxland man is behind bars for his part in a fatal accident.
Live with local news that matters from KCAU-TV in Sioux City, Iowa. This is ABC 9 News at 10.
And good evening on this snowy evening. Thanks for being with us. I'm Tim Seaman.
And I'm Jenna Renstrom. For the second time in 2 weeks, Sioux City kids will have the day off from school tomorrow.
Sioux City Community Schools is one of many closings and late starts across Siouxland, and you can see a full list of those at the bottom of our screen.
This is all, of course, due to the winter storm warning impacting our area. Some parts of the region with up to 10 inches of snow already. This is what conditions are looking like at this hour as we look out over a snowy Sioux City metro from our Skycam HD atop the Ho-Chunk Center in the downtown. Sioux City is among numerous local communities with snow emergencies declared tonight. We'll have the complete list coming up for you shortly. At least 50 snowplows, though, out on the streets of the metro tonight trying to keep pace with the storm.
And roads throughout Siouxland are covered with snow and very slick tonight. This is a look at our live Storm Lake Skycam HD at this hour. Storm Lake also has declared a snow emergency, and visibilities at times throughout this storm have been greatly reduced there.
Our winter storm now blamed for at least one traffic fatality. A two-car crash in Plymouth County along Highway 3 has claimed the life of a Lamar's woman. Authorities say she lost control of her car this afternoon on the ice and snow-covered highway and collided with another car.
There have been dozens of crashes across the Sioux City metro throughout the day, all due to those slick road conditions. Local emergency crews have been inundated with calls to accident scenes like this one on Lincoln Way in the Morningside neighborhood. That's where a car slid off the road and into a clump of trees along a ravine. Sioux City Police advising motorists to take their time and drive slowly if you have to be out at all.
I ask that people use caution, don't drive unless it's absolutely necessary. Also, when traveling in these road conditions, we ask that you please give yourself plenty of distance between your vehicle and the vehicle in front of you to slow down and add more time to your travels.
The driver of this car said she knows she was lucky not to be injured and that her car didn't go any further into that ravine.
Many local school kids won't have to go out in the morning, but for people still driving to work, there's going to be some concerns in the morning, right, Fred?
The morning is going to be a difficult commute for multiple reasons. We'll have snow still falling. We will have some blowing snow due to strong winds and low visibility, and of course, the roads will be slick. Let's check those visibilities right now. Below 1 mile in Yankton and Orange City. That's never good when you've got snow-covered roads at night. So if you don't have to drive overnight tonight, if it's not an emergency travel, trust me, you'll be doing yourself a favor by not traveling. That winter storm warning until noon tomorrow for Sioux City, and the county's shaded in yellow with the winter weather advisory across the south. So, a rundown of what to expect for tonight. Light to maybe occasionally moderate snow and wind. For tomorrow, light snow and wind. Of course, it's going to continue to stack up, especially across the north, where we will have a difficult commute in the morning hours here tomorrow. Let's check our satellite and radar. You can see the latest on the storm. The center of the low pressure is starting to move east of us, and that's where the heavy snow is now headed. So we're getting more of the wraparound moisture, but that's also when the wind tends to pick up in the wake of the low, as that pressure difference between the low and the higher pressure behind it really stirs up the wind. So many of us have had heavy snow totals. We'll check those in a moment. But regardless of what you have already on the ground, here's what you can expect in addition. Generally speaking, about 3 to 5 more inches across areas north of Highway 20 and 1 to 3 inches areas south of Highway 20. So, lots to keep in mind there for morning travel. Lots of you are sending pictures with KCAU storm pins. Check this one out from Lamar's Hot Cocoa. A ton of snow and nowhere to go. Not a bad photo there, not a bad evening. Some cows covered in snow in Marcus tonight. In Hartley, backyard, 9 o'clock, still snowing. Looks like there's about 8+ inches of snow there. Lawton, at least 6 inches on the grill there, it would appear. Here's a nice snowman from Elk Point. The first of the year. Maxwell made that guy during the first couple inches this afternoon. And check this out from Fostoria. That's a almost buried ruler, 12 inches of snow.
Wow.
You can download KCAU storm pins for Apple and in Google Play for free, and then share your photos with us.
They need the yardstick.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
The ruler, the foot long, the 12 inches won't do it anymore.
Thanks, Fred. Here's the current list of Siouxland communities that have declared snow emergencies, so that may affect your parking if you're in Cherokee, Elk Point, Hinton, Jefferson, Lawton, Mobile, Norfolk, Ponca, Rock Rapids, Sergeant Bluff, Sioux City and Sloan, South Sioux City, Storm Lake, Yankton, and also Wayne. A snow emergency means parking restrictions are activated along city streets so those plows can do their job.
Snow plows are out in full force across Siouxland tonight. KCAU-9's Jamie Perez has been keeping an eye on their work as they've been cleaning away. She joins us live with a look at their efforts. Jamie?
Yeah, Tim and Jenna, the snowplows have been out and about working hard since the snow first started falling approximately 10 o'clock this morning, and their efforts will continue throughout tonight and tomorrow afternoon.
Siouxland saw the first snowflakes fall and blanket the area around mid-morning on Tuesday. Although people are advised to stay indoors and not leave home unless absolutely necessary, snowplow drivers have to weather the hazardous conditions.
The name of the game is get ahead, stay ahead. That's all we can do right now is get ahead of it.
The snowplows are out 24 hours a day, rotating shifts to ensure the snow doesn't pile up and make the roads unbearable.
Doing this because we're expecting 12 inches to 14 inches. I don't know if that's true, but that way we expect later tonight. So we start a little early, like that. That takes us short time.
Frederico and his son are independent contractors and plow parking lots for several businesses in the area. They say the advisory for people to remain indoors and not park on the streets helps them get their jobs done faster.
Depends what kind of snow you get, and how many cars are in the parking lot, because if there's cars in our way, it makes the job more difficult.
While some residents may wait until the snow comes to a complete halt to start paving the roads, snowplows are consistently clearing them so residents can drive at any given time.
And I'll continue to stress to please stay off the road. It is still slippery and dangerous.
Sorry about those audio issues, but another good reminder, if you do normally park on the street, move that car off the street so the plows can do their job. And it's a good bet that many of us will be shoveling our driveway or sidewalks in the morning. So a word of caution tonight. Snow shoveling can be hazardous to your health. Here are some tips for you to help prevent snow shoveling injuries. First, push the snow, don't lift it. Experts say pushing puts far less strain on your spine. When you do have to lift, bend your knees and use your legs when possible. And make sure your muscles are warmed up before you start shoveling. Cold, tight muscles are more likely to sprain or strain than warm, relaxed muscles.
Your blood vessels are constricted because of the cold weather, so then your heart's having to work a lot harder and pump more blood, and that's going to lead to some heart problems or put a lot of strain on your heart as well as your muscles.
Doctors warn if you go out to shovel and start experiencing shortness of breath, a lot of chest pain or numbness in your arm, those could be symptoms of a heart attack. So go to the hospital immediately. Don't disregard the problem as regular muscle fatigue.
There is non-storm related news to tell you about this evening. A prayer service was held tonight at a Denison church for a teen girl presumed drowned in a Crawford County river following a car crash. Authorities have arrested the driver of that car, 25-year-old Ramon Hernandez, on multiple felony charges. Deputies saying that it was his reckless driving that resulted in the car running off a road into a field and later through the Boyer River. That all happened last Thursday. Several others survived that crash, but Joanna Acosta did not. Authorities continue to search for her body. Hernandez is also accused of driving without a license and drug possession as well. Legislation to block funding to Planned Parenthood in Iowa advanced at the Senate today after a contentious debate that was then cut short.
The decision was made in an overflowing Capitol hearing room containing hundreds of people, but tonight many say they were denied their chance to be heard before lawmakers voted.
If there are any interruptions, we will have to ask you to leave the room.
It was a discussion that Senator Janet Peterson called unprecedented, with no time for questions or closing arguments.
It was frustrating because we had I'd say well over at least 200 or 300 women come out to speak about the bill that would gut Iowa's family planning network.
Some pro-life groups were enthusiastic about the progress of the bill.
We recognize that this opportunity provides more women more choices.
But Peterson and the Democratic leaders on the Judiciary Committee don't see it that way. They pointed out that 74% of those polled oppose cutting funds because it could lead to higher STD and teen pregnancy rates.
You are choosing to hang your hat on defunding Planned Parenthood, even though your constituents have made their voices abundantly clear that this is not what they want to focus on during a time when Iowa is headed for a financial crisis.
Their time to make their case was over quickly.
We have reached the time limit of our access to this room. I have a following meeting. I am planning to move this bill forward. I recommend it for passage. Senator Schultz, would you like to sign?
What's unfortunate, this was the only time in the legislative process where the public has an opportunity to speak. And Senator Sinclair chose to cut Iowans off from having their viewpoints heard.
Senator Peterson says the process could be lengthier for the full Senate hearing. She says since no questions were asked today, they'll have to be asked at that time.
President Trump signed an executive order today advancing the controversial Dakota Access Pipeline project. And tonight, hundreds are protesting that decision in our nation's capital. Trump says that he believes the pipeline will be good for job creation. His executive order overturns actions by the Obama administration that placed the pipeline on hold. Standing Rock Sioux Tribe and its supporters say tonight Trump's action violates tribal rights and threatens the environment. But Native Americans say they're not surprised by Trump's actions.
It wasn't a surprise. I mean, we knew this was going to happen, and we've been preparing for it. You got to take a historic perspective, though, of who we are. You know, as Dakota people, we've been resisting since point of contact.
The tribe says that Trump's decision to give the go-ahead for the pipeline is a slap in the face of Native Americans.
Economic incentives offered by the state of South Dakota will bring a frozen burrito plant to North Sioux City. The deal with Red's all-natural burritos was announced today by South Dakota's governor. The Tennessee-based company makes a variety of frozen products, including burritos, taquitos, and enchiladas, and sells them in over 40 large retail chains nationwide. No details were provided in terms of exactly where that plant will be located in North Sioux or when it will open or just how many people it will employ.
After a long legal battle, the National Museum of Music in Vermillion will get to keep a guitar played by Elvis Presley. A federal judge has ruled that the South Dakota Museum is the legal owner of the Martin D35 guitar. It's been on display in Vermillion since 2013. Tennessee-based collector had wrongly claimed that he was the rightful owner. Elvis played that guitar during his 1977 tour just 6 months before he died.
The Music Museum said, "Don't be cruel." Right?
It very well may have. The winter weather is making travel difficult, no doubt there.
But it's smooth sailing for sledding. We'll show you how snow lovers are having fun.
And speaking of winter weather, why didn't this storm receive a blizzard warning? A good question. We will answer it and show you how much more snow is on the way next.
You're watching ABC 9 News at 10 with Tim Seaman, Jenna Renstrom, Chief Meteorologist Fred Hexham, and Sports Director Chris Palmquist. This is ABC 9 News at 10.
We'll have Dennis Morris with your latest ag report.
And some heavy snow continues to affect the area. We'll let you know when it wraps up and when we can finally expect to see some warmer temperatures.
Tomorrow on ABC 9 News This Morning.
Hear that? That's the sound of someone starting their day with unlimited potential, excited and ready for any... Wait, what's that? Software updates? Security alerts? Network issues? That's the sound of your business slowing down. Make every startup great with managed services from RTI. RTI provides ongoing IT support from certified experts. To get more out of your technology, visit rtimanagedservices.com.
How do you become America's best-selling brand?
Breathing.
Breathing, let's go.
You make it protected.
A little faster?
Just trying to be safe.
You make it hard-working. You make it so everyone's happy. That's Ford, and that's how you become America's best-selling brand. Now lease a 2017 Fusion for just $199 a month. That's just $199 a month. Visit your local Northland Ford dealer today.
Save on gas with your Hy-Vee Fuel Saver Plus Perks card and get a 20-cent Fuel Saver discount for every $30 in meat and seafood you buy. This Thursday and Friday at Hy-Vee. Steaks, chicken, deli meat, cheese, seafood, you name it. 2 days only this Thursday and Friday at Hy-Vee, where you can stock up on meat and seafood and save money on gas. Get a 20-cent Hy-Vee Fuel Saver discount for every $30 in meat you buy this Thursday and Friday. Only at Hy-Vee.
At the Sioux City Community Schools, we're ensuring our students are future ready with excellent preschool and transitional kindergarten programs, specialty elementary schools that give students the chance to excel, project-based classes at the middle school let students tackle real-world challenges, high schools that connect to career academies with many opportunities to earn college credit.
I'm an inventor. I'm a critical thinker. I have a bright future.
Sioux City Community Schools, making sure our students are future ready.
Your local newscast that ends at this disc begins at these. Picking up the phone and chasing down leads, digging deeper, getting answers to your questions. When it affects our communities, KCAU-9 News investigates. The Kneffler Chevrolet Weatherball is glowing white. Precipitation is in sight. Take a test drive and find new roads with Kneffler Chevrolet. Now, live from KCAU-TV in Sioux City, Iowa, this is ABC 9 News.
Make no mistake, this latest round of snow is causing its fair share of problems across Siouxland tonight.
But there was plenty of fun to be had, too. We found kids at Grandview Park taking advantage of the snow by sledding this afternoon and throwing a little snow at each other. With the snow coming down, it was a perfect chance to ride down some of Sioux City's biggest hills. Take a tumble, too. He looks okay. And
still a smile.
Yes. In Sioux City, only Grandview and Sertoma parks are officially designated for sledding.
And I have a feeling that's going to continue for a while. As we told you earlier tonight, Sioux City Schools, Bishop Healing without classes tomorrow, several others in the area.
Right.
So get the sleds out.
No day, and hopefully you can stay home because we're not out of the woods quite yet, Fred.
That's right. There's more snow to come with stronger wind tomorrow. Now, the heaviest of the snow has probably already fallen, but some of us will see several inches in addition. Right now we have two areas of snow, one pushing through Denison toward Carroll and Harlan there in the southeast, and another that's wrapping around the low around Yankton, where we've had quite a bit of snow here today. We'll get to some snow totals here. Look at this. Yankton, a report just before 10 o'clock of 13 inches of snow. Ironton, Iowa, 11, Esterville, 10, Rock Valley, 10, Norfolk, about 5, and Sioux City's had around 4 inches in some parts of the metro, although in the downtown, the accumulation has only been around 2 inches in Sioux City. Here is our live Port Neal Welding Company Skycam HD from the Ho Chunk Center in downtown Sioux City, where the visibility is in pretty good shape. So we're getting a break here from most of the snow at this moment. Temperatures have not moved much, though, in the past 24 hours, only 2 degrees to be precise. 32 degrees currently in Sioux City. There's the northeast wind at 12 miles per hour, relative humidity 92%. And that's a cold, icy-looking scene in Storm Lake on the Skycam HD. Let's move ahead here and check road conditions. Over western Iowa, we can see partial to complete snow cover on even the main roads. That does include Interstate 29, US 20, US 75. For eastern Nebraska, where we see those pink shaded roads, those are completely covered in snow. The blues, partial cover. So that means most of eastern Nebraska, the main roads completely covered. For southeastern South Dakota, check this out, where you see the dashed red and black lines. That's all the main roads in southeastern South Dakota. That's travel not advised. So that's Highway 50, that's I-29 between Sioux City and Sioux Falls, and that's also U.S. Highway 18, as well as Interstate 90 in South Dakota. Temperatures around Siouxland, a mix of upper 20s and lower 30s here at 10:15 or so. But the problem here really is the visibility. In Yankton, just 3/4 of a mile. That's obviously one of the harder hit spots from snow here tonight. So we have a winter storm warning in effect here for everybody shaded in yellow until noon tomorrow. That includes the Sioux City Metro with a winter weather advisory across the southern part of the map where those snow totals will be just a little bit lighter. So light to moderate snow and wind overnight and into tomorrow. The morning commute will be especially challenging tomorrow due to that combination of snow, wind, low visibility at times, and slick roads. Allow extra time if you have to drive. If you don't, that's wonderful. Low pressure is pushing east, moisture wrapping around behind the low. That means lighter snow rates here from here on out for most, but also an increase in the wind. The low pressure will push east here tonight, keeping some snow showers in the wraparound bands behind it, and scattered light snow showers here for tomorrow too, but by evening everything is moving east. We will not lose the wind, however. So in addition to all of that snow that's already fallen, here's what we can expect in addition. I still think Highway 20 is the dividing line between about another 3 to 6 inches north of 20 and about 1 to 3 additional inches south of 20. So some of us could still see some hefty totals. Orange City, Esterville, Storm Lake, Cherokee being among some of those higher totals that have yet to come. 30, our low tonight with snow and blowing snow, breezy winds, strong winds tomorrow, some blowing snow. 31 will be the high. The snow wraps up here late in the day tomorrow, and then we are on our way to some quieter weather. Let's move ahead and see if we can check that out here. And as we move ahead here, we can see the 7-day forecast with 20s and 30s. No more snow after tomorrow, so that's some good news. Why didn't the storm receive a blizzard warning? The short answer is, well, it was pretty close at times, but officially for a blizzard warning, we need a sustained wind or frequent gusts of 35 miles per hour or more, and visibility of less than 1/4 mile for 3 hours or more. We have not quite met that criteria, so not all bad winter storms are blizzards, although this one was at least close. Paula Lorenz is our winner tonight of a 2-person pass to the Sioux City Community Theater. And you continue to send us great storm pins, pictures. Look at this one from Alta. The view out my back door today, peaceful, I think so too. And look at this one from Spencer. The 12-inch ruler is gone. A yardstick is needed. That's right. Wow. We're moving up on 13 inches. And I love this picture from Newcastle, Nebraska. Brother Duke Sorensen takes sister Oakley for a ride in 4 inches of snow today. KCAU storm pins for Apple and on Google Play. For Android, it's free. Check it out, and I love those pictures.
Sister didn't look as if she was really sure she wanted to be on that ride.
Maybe not.
I like it.
Thanks, Fred. It looks like 2016 was a record year for Iowa farmers. The U.S. Department of Agriculture reports corn production reached 2.74 billion bushels, 9% above the previous record set the year before. It was the first time Iowa's statewide yield surpassed 200 bushels per acre. Iowa soybean production is at 572 million bushels, topping the previous record by 3%.
Well, to turn the page, we'll go to sports next. After a road trip to Oklahoma this weekend, Iowa State was back at Hilton Coliseum tonight.
Find out if the Cyclones could get an important win over K-State when we come back.
ABC 9's 7-day weather forecast is brought to you in part by Baumgars. What you need when you need it.
Want lotion for skin that glows? Skin that glows? My skin gets so dry and itchy, I need serious relief. That's why I use O'Keefe's Skin Repair. 48-hour moisture in one use and guaranteed relief for dry, itchy skin. Thanks to O'Keefe's, I got my skin back.
Fireworks of flavor! Fireworks of flavor? My lips get so dried and cracked, I need serious relief. That's why I use O'Keefe's Lip Repair. All-day moisture in one use and guaranteed relief for extremely dry, cracked lips. Thanks to O'Keefe's, I got my lips back.
She dreamed of her daughter wearing her 30-year-old wedding dress, but there was a terrible mix-up. It wasn't her dress. The amazing story of how she got the real dress back. Next in Inside Edition.
Wednesday at 6:30 on ABC 9.
Rudolph Shoe Mart's 33rd annual Comfort Shoe Sale is underway. Save $15 to $20 off all SAS shoes. Experience the best comfort a shoe has to offer during our SAS Comfort Shoe Sale.
Rudolph's has your size.
SAS has the style, and Rudolph's has the selection, including narrows, wides, women's to size 12, and men's to size 15. Shop the SAS Comfort Shoe Sale and save $15 to $20 off all SAS at Rudolph Shoe Mart, south of the mall on Southern Hills Drive in Sioux City and the Empire Mall in Sioux Falls.
It's back, the best deal ever from Cable One. For a limited time, $25 gets you 100 megs. Really, $25. That's half price on high-speed internet. We've never offered you so much for so little. So call Cable One at 855-808-2737. 100 megs means reliable Wi-Fi and the best streaming on all your devices, all for just $25. But this half-price deal ends soon. So call and switch today. Cable One, the face of fast.
It's been Fibercom's pleasure to serve Siouxland homes and businesses with telephone, internet, and high-speed data networking solutions for nearly 20 years. Get connected today. Just call 224-2020 or visit fibercom.net. Fibercom, we connect people.
Get big savings in the new year now during Mozak's Furniture and Flooring store-wide inventory sale. Everything is up to 50% off, plus get free delivery. Get up to 24 months, no interest financing, and brand names you love at Mozak's. Everything you want for your home is now on sale. Living rooms, dining room, family room, and bedroom. Enjoy free delivery and save up to 50% off, and no interest financing makes buying easy. Hurry in today. This store-wide New Year inventory sale won't last long. Mozak's Furniture and Flooring, 2414 Gordon Drive, Sioux City.
Wait no more. The third annual Pete Godey Memorial Benefit Concert is back and still rocking. KCAU-9 and Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Sioux City are bringing you a day full of foot-stomping live music from 4 amazing bands. Amazing. Plus, silent auction items and memorabilia you actually want to bid on. Great cars, great time, live music. What else do you want? How about free? No excuses. We'll see you in Anthem, Sunday, February 12th from 2 to 8.
Now, ABC 9 News Sports.
Well, in the all-time series, Kansas State is 52 games over 500 against Iowa State. But recently, the Cyclones have started to reverse that trend, winning 8 of the last 11 meetings and the last 5 in Ames. That's the site for tonight's game between the Clones and Cats. ISU down very early, but Naz Mitru-Long opens the scoring in style way downtown for the lead. And Mitru-Long facilitating, makes the extra pass to a wide-open Monte Morris. Clones off to a good start. K-State answers, though. Xavier Sneed rises over Deontay Burton for 3 of his own. But check out the pace from ISU. Push it up to Matt Thomas, the senior sharpshooter, knocks it down. Let's go up 5. And Thomas was a story in the first half. Knocks down that triple from head on. Then he works his way around the world here in the corner. That was a good spot for him. He was 6 of 8 from deep for 20 points in the first half alone. He would set a career high tonight. ISU would blow a 20-point lead in the second half. They come back and hold on for an important 70-65 win. From the NCAA down to the NAIA, the latest men's poll out today, and 4 GPAC teams were in the top 25, with a 5th right outside the rankings. Locally, Northwestern fell from number 4 to number 13. Briarcliff, they slid back a spot as well from 24 to 25. Morningside, that squad receiving votes. On the women's side, 5 teams from the GPAC are in the polls. That's the most for any conference. Nearby Morningside held steady at 11. Northwestern climbed a couple of spots to 22nd. That's it for sports. We'll be back after the break.
That one's real. It's really good. That's what it is. And all I do.
Tacos El Güero. Seriously good tacos.
That's what I said.
This is a wall. It might hold up a ceiling or divide a room, but isn't it a better world when you can break through a wall and do it in style? Doors. They open up and take you places. New opportunities, new adventures. Yeah, doors are way better than walls. We focus on all types of doors, and at Days Door Company, no job is too big or too small. So get the best doors you're looking for at Days Door Company. What you wear says a lot.
I love my school.
Our football team is the best.
We will find a cure.
My business is here for you.
Get apparel, signage, promotional gear, and officially licensed Hawkeye merchandise with Sharon's Embroidery.
Hi, I'm Rachel. 50 years ago, my grandpa, John Hall, started Fashion Floors Carpet One. I am proud to carry on that tradition today, giving customers quality products at a great price with excellent service. As thanks for 50 great years, save up to 50% off our select flooring during our 50th anniversary sale. That's 50% off carpets, hardwoods, vinyls, laminate, and tile. Get 50% off flooring for 50 years of great service at Fashion Floors Carpet One, 305 West 7th Street, Sioux City.
Right now, it's the inventory clearance sale at Siouxland's Furniture Store, Everett's Furniture. Lazy Boy recliners starting at just $297, and closeout bedding up to half off. In stock and ready for delivery. Everett's inventory clearance sale.
Get the cold cranking power you need to get started and keep going every day with select Baumgar's batteries, including car, light truck, and heavy-duty commercial at $20 off. And right now, get a $15 rebate from Hill's Pet when you buy feline 11-pound and larger or canine 28.5-pound and larger Science Diet and Ideal Balance pet foods.
What you need when you need it at Baumgar.
Siouxland sees a wide spectrum of weather, from beautiful sunsets to heavy ice and snowstorms. Now you can share what you see with all of Siouxland with the KCAU Storm Pins app. Just take a picture and pin it to the KCAU Storm Pins weather map. Then watch KCAU-9 News to see your pic shared on air by the KCAU-9 weather team. Download the KCAU Storm Pins app from the iPhone App Store or Google Play. Share your weather pin today.
Before we leave you tonight, there's been a second fatal accident attributed to the winter storm we're experiencing. This one has happened 2 miles west of Sioux Center on 390th Street and the intersection with Garfield Avenue.
The Sioux County Sheriff providing those details tonight and these photos from that crash scene. A 65-year-old Rock Valley man died when his pickup collided with a semi-truck.
Just underscoring how dangerous this weather can be, of course, Fred.
Right.
That's why we take it so seriously and want to get you the best information.
That's right. For the morning commute tomorrow, please be very careful if you have to drive. Allow extra time, take it slowly. If you don't have to drive, that's ideal. You can see the low pushing east, taking the heavy snow now east, that darker blue near and north of Des Moines, and then wrap around moisture from Sioux Falls to north of Grand Island, Nebraska. You can see it rotating if you look quickly, or closely I should say here, as the low itself rotates around. 30 will be our low temperature tonight. For tomorrow, snow, windy with blowing snow, difficult travel.
Thanks, Fred. Sure, be careful out there. Have a great rest of your night. We'll see you back here tomorrow.
Good night.
Sure you're fine with getting rid of the trophy case?
Yep.
And the carpet?
Mm-hmm.
And that?
Yes.
Cover it up quickly with Dutch Boy Platinum Paint Plus Primer. With Platinum's no prep, no prime formula with advanced extreme high technology, Menards and Dutch Boy make transforming your world easy.
Good color, honey.
Go Dutch.
You're probably wondering, with all the meat that Arby's has, do they have ocean meat? Well, wonder no longer. Arby's has more wild-caught Alaskan pollock fillets than you could ever imagine, especially if you're only imagining one fillet. Eat 2 crispy fish fillet sandwiches or flatbreads for $5. Arby's, we have the meat.
What's that? Herbicide!
What a shout! Hey, Ragweed, pass the salt!
Listen to Amaranth and Cocklebur back there singing in the shower.
And on that farm he had some weed!
Uh-oh. I can't even get out of here. Mommy!
How do you become America's best-selling brand?
Breathing.
Breathing, let's go.
You make it protected.
A little faster?
Just trying to be safe.
You make it hard-working. You make it so everyone's happy. That's Ford, and that's how you become America's best-selling brand. Now lease a 2017 Fusion for just $199 a month. That's just $199 a month. Visit your local Northland Ford dealer today.
At Boulder's Conference Center, our state-of-the-art facilities and top-notch service speak for themselves. But here's what some of our customers have to say.
We received many compliments on the conference center and are looking forward to holding future meetings in this fine facility.
We love the staff. They're easy to work with. They're very friendly. And we like the accommodations. They're first class.
The meals were wonderful and the facilities are excellent.
For your next professional or personal gathering, contact Boulders Conference Center today.
If you want to increase the value and comfort of your home, a Mid-American Energy Home Check can help.
They installed this programmable thermostat, and this year I saved $180. With a push of this button, there's another $100. And with all the energy efficiency updates I've made, I'm saving money now, and I'll see returns on my investments for years to come.
Our vision for a 100% renewable future is powered in part by what you do to save energy and money today. Call to schedule your free home check now.